2y minus 3x equals 2. And secondly, our line goes through this point, 1 comma minus 5. So how do these two properties help us in coming up with an equation? Specifically, how does this first property, the fact that it's parallel to that line, help? Let's draw a picture of what's going on. So here's the graph of 2y minus 3x equals 2. Let's plot that point 1 comma minus 5. So of all the lines in the plane that go through that point, exactly one will be parallel to that other line. This is the line we want to come up with an equation for. And we want our equation in slope-intercept form. So here, let's get the slope-intercept form by directly finding the numerical values of m and b. For m, we use this fact, this property up here, that our line is parallel to the other line. Remember, parallel lines have equal slopes. So m equals the slope of 2y minus 3x equals 2. So what is the slope of this line? Let's put it in slope-intercept form. We see that this line has slope equal to 3/2. So in our equation, the equation for our line, we know that m is 3/2. How about the value of little b? So now we use this second property, that our line goes through this point, which means that 1 comma minus 5 is a solution to the equation. When we substitute those values in, we can solve for little b. And we get negative 13 over 2. So the slope-intercept form of our equation is this right here. Right? This red line over here has this as an equation. Now let's do an example with perpendicular lines. So here, we want to come up with the standard, the slope-intercept form equation of the line that first is perpendicular to this line, and second goes through this point. Again, let's draw the picture of what's going on. This is the graph of y equals minus 1/2 x plus 5/2. Here's the point 0, 4. And of all lines in the plane that go through that point, exactly one will be perpendicular to the other line. So this is our line, perpendicular. They intersect at 90 degrees. This time, let's find the slope-intercept form by starting with the point-slope form. So to come up with an equation in point-slope form, you need a point and the slope. We have a point, 0, 4. What about the slope? This first property, the fact that our line is perpendicular to that other line, will give us the slope. Perpendicular lines have slopes that are negative reciprocals. It's a common misconception to think that the slopes are just reciprocals. We must include the negative here because if you take a look at this picture over here, this is the generic picture of two perpendicular lines. You see that one of them will have positive slope and one of them negative slope. So perpendicular lines. So we see that for perpendicular lines, their slopes have different signs. So if you were to just take the reciprocals, you would have slopes with the same sign. You must include the negative. This line has slope equal to minus 1/2. We read that off from the slope-intercept form. So the slope to our line is the negative reciprocal of negative 1/2. This is negative. Let's write this as a quotient of rational numbers. Negative 1 divided by negative 1/2. This is negative 1 times negative 2 over 1, which is positive 2. So m is positive 2. And now we have this for an equation of our line. So now let's use the second property, that it goes through this point. Substitute in 0 for x1, 4 for y1, and we get this. And then transforming that into y equals mx plus b, Let's first eliminate the parentheses by distributing. Isolate y on the left. Y equals 2x plus 4. So this red line over here has the equation y equals